Alright, so I actually won this in a giveaway, and it is the Drocon 6 or Go 60. It's a pretty cool little mini drone. It's one of those little tiny ones. It's pretty cool. I've been playing around with it a lot. It's got a camera on the front, and the record buttons, of course, are right here, picture and video. We also got 3-channel and 4-channel. So one, it can make it like spin like this. In the 3-channel, it turns left and right. The 4-channel, it pivots forward, backwards, left, right. 3-channel, it actually goes like this and rotates and goes forward and backwards, and then up and down, of course. And then there is a trim function and a couple other random functions. There's a speed stunt thing, actually, which is pretty cool. Overall, I like this. It's pretty fun to play with. The only difficulty I've had with it so far is the fact that the battery runs out super quick. This light does not turn off until you put an SD card in there, and then it goes solid, but I don't have a spare one, of course. Let's see, you can't connect it to a phone at all, which is a downfall in my opinion. It says it works on Wi-Fi, but there's no way to connect it. I've tried multiple apps, nothing can find it. There's no Wi-Fi being emitted by the thing. Let's see. Other than that, it's durable. I've smashed this into the ceiling, the floor, left, right, everywhere. The only issue that I have that literally is defunct of the device is, if you notice, if I go straight up, it automatically drifts that way. And whoopsie, hit the camera with that one. It just drifts. No matter what I do, it drifts. And that is a problem because it's not supposed to. It's supposed to just be able to fly straight up and down, hover, etc., and it doesn't. Since I got out of the box, it hasn't been nothing but tip, rotate, one direction or another. I've tried using the trim function from the instruction manual. Still didn't work. The most fun I have with it, though, is when it's about half battery, where it doesn't just launch into the air like in an instant with the up throttle, where it can actually keep itself hovering pretty good and stays in the air, and it doesn't just jolt it, but it can only go like 3-4 feet off the ground. And then, of course, I have fun doing loops and tricks. I've done forward flips, back flips, side flips, barrel rolls, whatever you want to call them. Barrel rolls, somersaults. And it's just been fun to play with. Like I said, the only issue is it just doesn't go straight. No matter what I do, no matter how I do it, it always goes one way. See, it always goes up and to the right. Pretty much every time. And all I'm doing is just up on the throttle. You can hear, I'll even put it right next to it. And see, it goes just off in the corner. I've tried the trim function, nothing works. But fun to play with. My daughter thinks it's freaking awesome. And then she runs around screaming from it like I'm going to attack her. So I have been flying it towards her. Because if she's already screaming and running from it, might as well make it follow her. It's really difficult to control. I'm getting better at trying to off-center the position. But as you can see, I can't even get just to mildly hover right here. It's so bad. And it does hit your skin, and it kind of doesn't really sting that bad. It hits me all the time, though. I constantly catch it, hit myself in the face, stuff like that. And it's gone. Alright, so this is an update to the Drocon drone. They saw my review and decided that they're going to send me a new one. So this one has been charging, and that's it. I've been really busy, so we're going to turn this on and see if they have fixed any of the issues. If it'll connect. Well, like it was the previous model, it does just float in one direction or the other. At least here on the table. Let's see what happens if I fly it out. If it'll hover. Alright, well, it's hovering next to my head and it's doing almost perfect. It still shifts a little to the left, or it was kind of shifting like this back into the left tad. But it does seem to be doing better than the last version. It still does drift though, and this I took it out of a box and started charging it. It's sitting on my table charging while I went camping and stuff. So I didn't do anything to it. So straight out of the box, it still doesn't hover exactly straight like they say it does. But it's better than the first version, because the first version wouldn't even stay right next to you at all. It would just immediately, as soon as you went up, it would start hovering away. As you guys saw in the video, it went really fast too. This one is a bit more stable when it comes to the hovering, but still drifts. And I've had a few drones already, and this is the first micro drone, of course, that I got out here. But yeah, it drifts. The big ones I've flown don't drift; they just hover in place, especially indoors when there's no wind. If there was wind, I wouldn't have an issue with it. But I'm indoors at a desk, and it's still drifting. So that's a problem. Like I said, this updated version that they sent me doesn't drift as much, but it still drifts.